evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am back in the chess, and this is another game I'm going to show you. I played this game at daytime, and this game is little bit of a special because my blitz elo was 450, and at the Saturday night before the bed I played 20, no, not the 20, 12 games, and I lose all the 12 games. That was the most frustrating night ever. Losing 12 blitz games in a row. That should be the world record, and I was very much frustrated after that night. I just switch off the phone, goes to the bed, wakes up the second day with a new hope, and then starts playing the chess again and loses the first few games, but then got the taste of win, and then again rising up my elo back. All the 12 games I lose was either any misclick or my miscalculation. So it was not like I am bad at chess. It was not just completely luck. All the 12 games, not all the 12 games are completely luck based. Somewhere I made the blunder, but almost 10 or 9 games were completely bad luck. And after that very terrible night, I second day wake up with the new hope, starts playing the game, and got this game after just few games, and it was something special inside it because I thought something very good. I does something which I normally not do in the chess games and wins the game. So let's start. The game starts with f4. I goes with the d4. Simple plan, just take the center if he is giving me. Nothing more. I just taking the center and slowly developing my pieces back. Oh, just let me just put my laptop on charge. Okay, now it's charging. So developing the second knight, he develops the second knight, I develops the bishop. Nothing new. I generally plays like this when the opposition has not very much known opening, or he gives me the bishop. He starts preparing to kick out my bishop. I goes back up. He kick out my bishop. I goes back. He goes for the knight infiltration. Now you cannot do the knight infiltration without any second piece because your knight will be easily taken. So I believe that he just offers me the knight trade, which I accept happily, and then I moves my knight to the safety. At this point, the best thing here is just guard this pawn, which is unguarded right here, but what he choose is to develop the bishop, and then I take that unguarded pawn. He moves the rook. As you can see, the evil bar goes down because this was not suggested by the... I moves the bishop into the game, and he plays e4. Now, this is bad move, according to the evil bar and according to the me, because this move is blocking this diagonal. This move is blocking the diagonal of a light square bishop. And now the light square bishop is not getting anything. It is just getting the source of light inside, but not getting the way and his eyes in the board. So I just close the center. I see that the e4 is getting the eyes of this light square bishop closed. So I said to myself like, no, if this bishop is not playing its game, then keep it that he is not playing this game. Keep this center closed so the bishop cannot activate. He comes in with the knight. I gave him a check. He blocks with the bishop. If he had blocked with the pawn, I would immediately go back and kinda try to make my new attack or something like that, but he blocks with the bishop, so I immediately traded the bishop and castle. He castle too. He also makes the battery with the castling. Nice idea. I kick out that bishop. Now he realizes that this is going to be very difficult to play without this light square bishop. So uh, he just comes up with the queen to kick out this piece. And I also see that he is preparing to take this piece as well as opening the way for this pawn and making a passed pawn and opening the diagonal for the bishop. I don't want this, so I simply guard this. And now he moves the knight away. I moves the rook. A simple thing. He goes there. Now I want to keep this center closed, semi-closed here, and also do not want this bishop to see anything on the board. So I just take this, allow him to take my knight, and then just blocks the pawn. Now the queen is attacked, so you have to move your queen away, which he moves. I moves my queen. Now because the king is still open, wide open from the one side, I can attack. And also you are just moving your pieces back and forth just to open the diagonal for the bishop, so I don't even mind it anymore. He moves the h4 pawn. Now I was thinking like his next move is this. I am going to go up here, he is going to take it, and I am going to lose my bishop for a pawn. And this was the very bad move and thing, so I just simply plays h5, blocking his all the attack. And now he is forced to take this pawn because he cannot go this way. I will take it, and you will be get the attack from the queen, attack on the queen. So he takes the h pawn, I takes that h pawn, and now you can see this bishop is getting the open line, open the diagonal, and getting some view of the board, and he can now came and join the attack, and he offers the bishop trade. At this point I denied the bishop trade because the bishop is also pointing towards the king's side. So I think that if I trade the bishop, which is not the bad idea, but I will lose the attack, I will weaken my own attack, because this pawn is very difficult to take when there are 3 pawns or there is a rook right there to guard this by any way. So I think like it is going to a bit difficult, because the queen can guard this, another pawn can guard this, and the king will still safe. So having a bishop with the queen and back support of the rook is a good idea to attack. So I just denies the trade, and this was, I think, like my mistake. I later realizes that I should accept the trade. So I just like, okay, no way, I'm getting the trade. He moves the rook. He was now forcing my light square bishop to take. I just saves it. He moves this h4 pawn because he knew that now I cannot take it with this way, so I am forced to make something, or if he somehow get this, then he can make up new queen on the board, 2 queens, which is going to be a very dangerous. So I just moves it away, so you can no longer go up easy way like this. He moves the queen there, and as you can see, my arrow is suggesting the same thing, attacking here, and this is no longer going to be taken by the king because the queen is guarded by the rook. So I moves my rook on the g8, guarding that pawn, and at this point he was threatening to win the rook. He thinks that I'm not going to see that, but I sees that easily, bro. And now he again offers the trade, and I was very happy because I was after denying that bishop trade for the first time, I was constantly thinking that I should accept the trade. I should have accepted the trade. I should have accepted the trade, but I denies it, and now it is going to be a nightmare. But suddenly, just after a few moves, he offers the trade again, and without any hesitation, I just take it and moves my queen there. Now this pawn is unguarded, and the best thing here, just defend it. But he gives me a check. Not a bad idea, because in the chess you have to constantly look for the checks, capture and attacks. He goes there. I was thinking like, no bro, you cannot going to take it with this way, so I'm just going to simply take it. I takes it, no matter. He takes with the rook, with the check. I had not thought about this move. I takes it, I takes back, I goes back. He takes another pawn with the check, and I realizes that if I anywhere goes back, he is going to take my another pawn with a check or nothing else. So I just goes back, allowing him to take it back. Oh, why I don't know. Now he kicks my queen, and I makes the battery. Now this was a very dangerous thing, because in the end game, battery like this can completely ruin your attack. He moves the rook on the g1, ready to attack my king, and I starts with here. Why? Because now I am simply saying the queen to move away, because I am not going anywhere, and also the rook was like very bad. If he goes like here, I am going here, and then he can pin the rook and win it, and he also have a two passed pawns, which is very difficult to win. So I'm just simply saying the queen that move away. He still gives me the check. I runs back. Now no more checks from this way. You can give me the check with this way, but I'm going to take your queen. So no more checks now possible. So you are forced to move your queen away, which was hanging. I moves my pawn, and you can see the evil bar is saying that it's a draw. Yes, but I moves my pawn. This was winning for white. This was somehow advantageous for white, but it is only advantageous for white if you accept the trade. And why you are watching this video? You are watching this video because white denies the trade, and you can see the evil bar jumping mate in 15. I just immediately goes happy, because now there is no way king is going to capture this, or you can stop this pawn from queening. I gives him a check. He goes back. He has the simplest way, just going in front of the pawn. I can give him another check. You can go away. I can make a queen. Not a bad idea. But he moves the queen on c2. Another bad move. It's completely worst. It was a mate in 4, but my brain is not that much capable to see the mate in 4 in just a few seconds. I just makes the queen. I normally makes the rook in the end games, but here I see something which I am going to tell you. I see that the queen is alive. My queen is alive. Opposition's queen is also alive. It is a queen versus queen. It is a rook versus rook. If I promotes to the rook, it is going to very much difficult to stop these two passed pawns with the rook. And also, if somehow I blunders any move, any piece, then it was a disaster, because this piece and becoming a second queen against my side is disaster. So wait for a few seconds. I think everything that going to promote a rook is still not a bad idea, but I want him to feel the pressure. I want him to feel that pressure that the king is hanging and going to get mated, and force your queen to come back to save and weaken your attack and your rook here. So I promotes to the queen with the check. He goes back, I goes back. Now you are forced to take the queen because your king is in danger. And if you move your king like here, I am going to take your queen. So he takes, I takes back with the check. He goes back and I simply goes here. My idea of coming here, I know there is a mate in 5, and if I have one minute and 46 seconds, almost 2 minutes, because I'm playing with an increment of a 5 second, I almost have 2 minutes to think for a mate in 5 or a mate in few moves. But I'm not going for that because these 2 pass pawns is a worrying thing for me. I comes here saying that if you like anything you move, you are going to lose. If you move this, I am going to take this. If you move this anywhere, I am going to take this. So you cannot go anywhere. And he goes here saying like I am going to attack. And I said no, no way, not in this universe. He takes my pawn, thinking of like I cannot take it, but I takes that pawn. Whatever the way you are going to take, I am going to go here, and then you are just losing because you cannot make any queen. This 3 pawn have no output. This pawn is going to definitely make a new rook because I have a queen alive, so I'm not going to make another queen. He takes this, I takes that h5 pawn. He goes there in the thoughts that I'm going to make the queen, but I simply goes to g6, and now he realizes that making the queen is also not getting any kind of the help because you are just now losing. It's mate in 9 because I'm going to promote this to another queen, getting all your pieces and mating your queen on the edge of the board, on the corner of the board in just 10 or 15 moves. It's just now game about 10 or 15 moves for the newbie players like me, like you. So he resigned, simple, and it's all for today.